Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today. And in today's video, we are talking about Phil Town's podcast, Invested with Daniel Town. Man, I've been listening to the last couple episodes and man, he is guaranteeing a damn recession, like 100%. He's saying there's a recession coming and he's referring back to 1960s, 1970s, and he's saying basically what is happening now is honestly like a telltale sign about what happened prior. When there was stagflation in the economy, the stock market didn't go anywhere for like 15 to 18 years. The Dow went to 1,000, went back to 600, went back to 1,000, went back to middle ground, and it kept doing that. If you put your money in the Dow for like 15 plus years, you would have had a 0% return in that index. So that is crazy. That is pretty much what he's saying, that like, man, there is the potential for that in this market. This time reminds him of the 1960s to 1970s. And during that time, you have to remember that the government was waging war, plus the government was trying to get into a welfare type of state. So with those two things combined, like no economy does well when that happens because there's no wealth creation with war. Everything is just destruction. When you're giving out money, what is that doing to an economy? You're just creating more money, you're just printing more money, you're just devaluing the currency. So that's pretty much what was happening during that time. And he's basically comparing it to today, where we have USA giving out $800 million to Ukraine and they keep giving money over to the efforts in Ukraine. Plus we see what happened with the pandemic. Crazy money printing, like never seen before. Money printing, giving out money, printing more money, and the politicians are going to continue the cycle. They don't want to crash an economy. They just want to give it to the next person coming up, whoever the next president is. And that's what's happening right now. And he is honestly guaranteeing a damn recession. Let's hear what he had to say about the recession coming up very quickly.
Talk about it, and that is that in order to fix this problem, this looming disaster of people who save money having a complete train wreck, retirees having a train wreck, the Federal Reserve has determined to put us into a recession.
Oh, shit.
They're going to do it. They're absolutely going to do it. And the way they're going to do it is they're going to increase interest rates. They just started about 2 weeks ago.
We are going to increase interest rates. We already see what's happening from the effects of them trying to increase interest rates. We have the Nasdaq down 2%, S&P 500 down 2%, Dow down 1%. Everything is going down as people are just preparing for the worst economic times. And think about it right now. The sentiment for the market is like at the worst. Like, I don't know anyone that's very bullish on the market. Like, all the economists, all the people in the media, they're just very, very bearish. And they have the recession, they have interest rates going up on their mind. People like me, I don't really care because that's not what you're focusing on if you listen to Warren Buffett. This is just providing us with major opportunities. So you can kind of see either way. But Phil Town is recommending that you have a lot of money on the side. But who has money right now? Like, I feel like everyone's like spent their load. Like, just damn, like everyone just got rid of it.
Raise interest rates a quarter of a point. They promised to do it about 5 or 6 times this year. They are going to keep jacking interest rates until we get a minor recession. Now, the big trick is the recession might not be so minor. They don't know how to control that very well. They just know they have to do it or inflation is going to go nuts.
Look what's happening with inflation. Inflation is at an all-time high. In the US, 8.5%, a 40-year high. That is crazy. And we see the housing market too. It's going insane. We have a lot of short-term inflationary hedges depending on how you think the supply market is, the supply shortages with the transitory and all that talk about it's short term, but is that really real? We see what's happening in the market. It's going insane. We see gas prices up like 38%. Like, look at Canada as well. Canada has been going crazy, 6.7%, but they're saying transportation is up 11%, gas prices up 39%. I don't even want to know what food prices are at because food prices are insane. Everything is going up. If you don't see inflation or you're not realizing inflation, you're just living under a damn rock. So we see why the Feds has to actually increase interest rates, because they have to create price stability or market stability. They have to. They can't just let this keep going, because if it keeps going to 9%, 9%, 10%, back to 6%, 8%, where's your money gonna go? Your money's gonna get destroyed. Everyone's just pretty much gonna go broke, man, because prices keep it going up, but wages are not going up. So you see how the Fed has to react by getting the interest rates higher and kind of pretty much causing a short or maybe long recession, however the market reacts to it.
Going into a recession. Now,
you just heard it right there. He is calling for a definite recession. And honestly, that's not too far-fetched as the way the Fed is just raising interest rates. And as you know, when the Fed raises interest rates, people are going to honestly look at stocks as kind of like, kind of look at it bad, and they're going to want more value for the purchases they're buying. So, man, it's going to have a huge effect on the stock market, as people might leave the stock market, put it into maybe safer assets. And during the 1960s and 70s, remember, inflation was 7% too. So that's how he's comparing it. So you had stagflation, plus you had the inflation rate at 7%. So you're losing tons of money when the money that you had in the market wasn't doing anything. It wasn't gaining anything. So that's the situation happening. And then you have interest rates rising, and people are going to try to look for safer places to put their money, as they're going to leave the stock market, right? And they're going to try to find something more comparable, as they're going to want more returns for their money as interest rates rises. So there's a lot going on in the economy, a lot happening. People are scared, they're fearful, and we see that everywhere. Man, like, a lot of these stocks are going down. It doesn't matter what stock it is. People are just running for the hills. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm always providing you guys with so much new content, man. So like it and subscribe, man. Peace.